Yeah. You are the cream de la cream of this country. That's why you are here. Okay. But let me also greet the parents and thank you very much for taking the time off to be with your learners and even the caregivers. I know also teachers sometimes accompany their learners. Thank you very much for blessing us with your presence. Let me acknowledge my colleague, my partner in crime, the Deputy Minister. Acknowledge the DG and all the senior officials that are here, the Vodacom leadership, Taki, and your entire staff that is here. Thank you very much for hosting us. And thank also our various sponsors, and also humbly acknowledge the members of the media. And I see the program, they've written a keynote. I'm not going to give a keynote, it's not my day, it's the morning of the top learners. So I'm here really to thank the parents in particular for supporting their children, the caregivers for supporting their children. Thank the teachers who also, in the public sector, we sometimes don't have a luxury of extra classes that are paid for, but it's the teachers themselves who have to give extra time to support our learners. So I want to thank them most sincerely. And can share with you, Program Director, that I've been in this job now almost 15 years. 5 years as MEC in Gauteng, and now 10 years as Minister. And you can imagine I've been interacting with these great people over that period of time. And all the time I interact with them, I come out much more richer and much more clever. I always take an opportunity to interview them, to say, how did you make it? Because we think sometimes it's a miracle. Some of them get full marks in all subjects. To say, how did you get it right? And I can tell you in the past 15 years, not even one of them, like the last student said, you said, you know what, Minister or MEC, I don't know how I got here. They never say they don't know. Or they never say, you know, I'm a gifted child, actually. So I think my superior brains brought me here. None of them. All of them for the past 15 years give me one consistent story. It's hard work, it's commitment, it's dedication. None of them. I interviewed the top learner in Gauteng who came from Orange Farm. Orange Farm, for those who don't know, it's an informal settlement. And I asked that boy, how did you make it that you get full marks in your maths, in your physical science, in your all the subjects? And he said to me, MEC, I will always take the first train in the morning, which is about 4. Take the first train to really arrive at school because there's no space to study at home. So I'll take the first train. I will come back in the evening with the last train. It's around midnight because there's no place to study at home. And that's what they always, those are the stories I got from them. 2 years back, we had a learner from KZN also. I mean, this one for me was very touching. I remember Bo Rose them for me to say, we're still going to take this young boy for shopping. I said, what's for shopping? Why are you taking for shopping? He says, they said, Minister, he's got torn pants, he's got broken shoes, so we just feel that we want to help him to be presentable. And when I spoke to this boy to say, Mfanam, how did you make it? I mean, to be here, it's clear, actually it was an orphan. And he told me that actually people in the neighborhood were surprised that I'm here because they never saw me because I spent all my time reading. So no one saw me in the streets or anywhere else. The other boy who came with him from KZN was also telling me that there's not even electricity at home. So in the evening with our friends, we used to go to the police station to go and study under the mast light, because that's the only light that was there. And we'll sleep the whole night under that mast light, trying to get light and read. Those are the kids who come here. So I'm really appreciative. Even our last year's top learner, I did ask that little girl who passed to say, how did you make it? And you'll just think, it's from Stellenbosch and resources or other things. Then she said, I've been preparing for this from my primary school. So it's not been an event for me to be here. It's been a journey. And every day of my life, Minister, I read my books. Every day. Since I was a child. So I'll just go and have my tennis. When I come back, I shower and just read and prepare for the next day. It says I used to take perhaps Saturday off, Sunday afternoon, then I know I have to prepare for the week. So I know you being here. So I'll just ask you how you made it out of curiosity to hear how your story is. But I know you are here because of dedication, of hard work, of commitment. And we're here to celebrate it and thank you for being the very children that you've been and representing the class of 2018. And say to you, thank you very much to the parents, thank you very much to your caregivers, but also thank you very much to the teachers. We're saying to our learners and their parents that their being here says they're the best of the best that we have produced in 2018. These are our top learners. So in case you don't know, so we're already giving you the scoop of your results. And I'm sure you're not surprised. I sometimes get surprised. I think it's a natural one when our children get nervous and there are threats of suicide, and I said to them, did you pass your September exams? They said, no. I said, now in December, if you don't pass, there's a miracle. But then, I'm sure you're not surprised because you would have worked very hard. Like the last year student who told me that her passing was not an event, it's a journey that she's been taking since she was a child. And I think as the last speaker that has said that this puts, we're not putting pressure on you, but it puts, unfortunately, huge responsibilities on your shoulders. Because it means for us as the country, we already have our cream that is supposed to take us to other heights. Is it not so? You're the best of the best. You're going to join the other best. You're going to form a critical mass with them, which is going to take our country to greater heights. So that's why we're calling you, say, there's no free breakfast. So it's just, that's why we called you here to say, you have proven to be the best, and you are putting this responsibility on your shoulders to say you're the best that is there. So we're expecting the best from you as you move forward. And as the last speaker has said, not only for yourself, yes, for yourselves, yes, for your families, but more important for the country. We're looking forward to you to take us to the 4th Industrial Revolution. We're told it's coming and it shouldn't find us unprepared. Some of us are on the way out, so we're leaving it to you to sort it out and deal with it. You have the brains, you have demonstrated you have the ability, you have the commitment, you have the dedication. It's all the things I heard from those who came before you, so I'm sure you're not going to tell me a different story to say it's a miracle. You're not here by miracles. You're here because you're very committed, capable children. So you are the ones that we're looking for that will take our country out of poverty. Is that not so? Poverty with the things of the past that we go away with. You're going to come with solutions. Yeah? Too much to ask. That's why we're here with you to say, that's what we're expecting of you. You're the best of the best. Who else can do it better than you? You're going to take us out of the underdevelopment, so we can't be called the third world forever. You are here now to take us out of that challenge of being the third world. Crime, poverty, underdevelopment, and terrified by the fourth industrial revolution. You are here. And it's you who's going to take us there. So we're really looking forward to that. So as a program director, I'm not giving a keynote address, but really to really thank these young people, to thank these beautiful people, to say as a country, we're really expecting a lot from them because they've proven to be the best that we have as a country. They will be joining others like them who've succeeded with great marks, with great abilities. We'll be working with those, again, with Vodacom and our partners, with those who have not done well. We've shifted the supplementary exams to June to give them more preparatory time, but that's not your story. Your story is success. So we'll deal with those tomorrow, but today we're talking about you. And as you move to the next phase of your life, we want you to remember that you have indeed proven that you are the best of the best. We have the capacity to fly higher than high, because that's what brought you here. You can imagine, more than 800,000 registered. Not even 1,000 of you are here. 800,000 registered. And not more than 1,000 of you are here. So it means you can really fly higher than high, and therefore we're expecting you, with all humility, without putting pressure, that it's in you that we're looking to see our flag flying even higher. So you are going to be our flag bearers. You are going to fly the flag of this country to greater heights because of the abilities that you have been endowed with. Your dedication, your hard work, your commitment, your focus, because that's what I hear from these Highlanders. Say, Mama was focused, didn't want anything to distract me. So it means they're focused children. So for that, again, to the parents, thank you very much for the support that you've been giving to your children. We know very well as parents, children don't raise themselves. They all come as, my brother-in-law says, they come like, slaughtered chickens with all the feathers, and you have to clean them up to be the best that you can really use. So it's all the hard work that you've put in them to make sure that they're the best that they are. And thank you very much for all that. And we really wish that all parents and caregivers can focus more in supporting us. DM will be thanking our partners. As a sector, we've been very privileged as a sector to have great corporate, great individuals who've come to the party and make education a societal issue. It's not a very easy enterprise, and without the supports of your Vodacoms, your Ntsikas, and all other people who came to the party, we'll definitely not make it. So the success that we're celebrating is not the success of DBE, but it's a national success, and that's why I'm saying to these children, you are indeed national assets. You are very valuable, and wish you all the best in your life. And thank you very much for being the children that you've been, for making us proud as the sector, making your parents proud, but also for really rising and shining and flying as high as you did. So we'll meet in the evening when we acknowledge you much more further, but for now, it was just to welcome you to Gauteng, say, because we won't have an opportunity in the evening to interact with you, except that I'll be asking you again, how did you make it? And I can tell you in 15 years, no one said, I prayed, man. I prayed, I fasted, Mama, and they didn't mention it. They didn't tell me that they went to see a seer anyway. They said we've focused, worked hard, we're diligent, and humbled ourselves to our teachers. We're not always correct. Sometimes we make things that upset you, but you know that we mean well. Even in our mistakes, we do those mistakes because we really mean well. So to our learners again, Ndulebo. Paya Danki, and thank you very much for making us proud. Thank you.